Hello and welcome to this video. I'm playing sodon84. Okay. Played one game against him that I lost. Don't have any particular memory about that. So let's see. I played knight f3 g3. What kind of a profile is it? Okay. I played with bishop g4 and e6. That's a fairly common line. But he's avoiding to play c6, which is interesting. They normally always play c6. Maybe he's doing it now. Yeah, indeed he does. Let's see. Bishop f5, kind of uncommon. Interesting. Interesting way to play with bishop f5 and queen c8 covering b7. My idea is to play later e4. First I'm trying to kick this away. I can actually take on f5. Take on f5, take b3, knight e7 check. Take on c8, take on a1. That's a bit crazy. It works. Tactically speaking, it works, I think. So I'm going to take the bishop pair here. He will take queen f5. Knight b3, I should be material up. Maybe I'm wrong and he can trap the knight. But he also needs to spend one move for the knight a1 to move if I move my bishop. Yeah, so that was to be expected. But now I've gained the bishop pair for nothing much. I wonder if d4 is a move here for black. No, didn't do it. Okay, e4 was on my agenda anyway, and it gets stronger now that there is no light squared bishop anymore for black, that I have the bishop pair in addition to that rolling pawn center. It's a very nice position for white. Yeah, okay. That's on the agenda anyway, let's play it. And the pawn roller e4, f4. This is one of the ideas of this whole variation with the trade on d5, that you get an extra pawn on the king side or center, and then you get this to move. I'm currently threatening to play f5, queen h5, bishop f3 resigns, queen is trapped. Yeah, but how does that help you? How does that help him? That's it. The queen is gone. Yeah, that was a pretty good position for white after I could take on f5. As really a key moment of this game. So here I think it's fairly equal, this position maybe. Knight a6, I went to d4. I think he should just retreat the bishop now, probably to g6. And then we continue. I was intending to play e4 in this position. We have to be sure about it, yeah, that there's nothing happening with the unprotected knight, but I don't see it at the moment. The engine gives this as an idea, it's interesting. looking at this pawn. Yeah, this is probably what should happen after this. I mean, it's interesting. Maybe I was wrong there, but I don't think he can take here, right? This doesn't work. I take here, he takes here, and I can evacuate this knight. And I have 2 pieces against the rook and a completely overwhelming position on top. And he also has to still save this knight, which will probably work, but it just doesn't, yeah, it's just a bad position. Bit surprised that it's that's +4. Yeah, +4 is drastic. I mean, it looks like a win to me, but +4 is really drastic. Okay, queen f5 is the only move, and after queen c2, maybe he should think about playing d4 in this position. Really not certain, this move. Yeah, because I mean, I either have to go back, which is not so ideal, even though this is definitely a route that makes some sense, or go here and accept that I get a doubled e pawn. This is, however, not a big problem. Like if he takes it, for example, and I still have f4, e5, and potentially e3 to get rid of the double pawn, that also looks like white is at least a bit better. Yeah, after that e4, and now he has to avoid the queen trap, which is definitely possible. Interesting that the engine wants to go b4 here first. Ah, there is a tactic here. What is the tactic? Ah no, sorry, I misread the eval. Bishop d6. That is interesting. There is a pin, of course. And I have no f5. Yeah, it would be embarrassing. Ah, interesting. So after here, black is actually quite okay because I don't have a clear way forward. Okay. And this is probably why the engine wants to play b4 at some stage, so that the knight has to retreat first, like this, going for here. Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, after this I'm already winning, and there is no satisfactory way to play. This is avoiding the immediate loss of the queen, but after f5, g5, that looks rotten. I thought h4 maybe, but e5. e5 is also terrible. Yeah? What kind of position is that? Nah, it's just lost for black. Yeah, this whole line, it has a fair amount of yeah, poisonous quality, let's say. It's not so easy for black to handle this, even though it doesn't look dangerous at first sight. Thanks a lot for watching.